Hello, beautiful people and fellow winers, and welcome to another episode of A Little Something, the number two. Wine About with your hostesses, Siobhan Camille. Hello.
And Amy Shell.
Where sips get real and we wine.
Doing the husband's thing now.
And we wine while we wine about life, relationships, culture, and so much more. It is the fourth here Wednesday of November, and it is our official last episode of our
Yes, it is.
and we made it. Um, if you are listening to this, you will on your favorite podcast. We do have our wine out that is coming, or will have already passed, whatever. The end right before Thanksgiving, Saturday before Thanksgiving. So that does air fifth Wednesday. We do have a fifth Wednesday here in November. So you will be hearing that next week. But you should still come on over to YouTube. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, get the ding dings, notifications, all that. Come see interact with us. Come see our faces. Come see our wine bottles and stuff. So anyway, grab a glass of your favorite red, white, rosé. Join us on the couch and don't drink and drive.
Oh, that was.
I feel like I should say that because listen, it's holiday season coming up.
No, I have no issues with the disclaimer whatsoever. Like, that's all. Please don't drink and drive at all. Like, no. Like, if you're intoxicated, get an Uber. Like, no. Like, Lyft, something, ride share. A friend, call a friend, phone a friend, call a situationship, call an ex. I don't care. Just don't drive. Period. Um, so yeah, keep the disclaimers. Hey y'all. Hope y'all having a productive week. As we start to wrap up this year and prepare for the wonderful things that we hope to pray for God for next. And please enjoy your families. Watch the reruns. Run back your favorite episode. Matter of fact, let's do that. Comment below what was your favorite episode of 2023. You can do that on here or Instagram at ALS the number 2 WA. We're there. Be sure to share what you're thinking and drinking as well. So we get ready to jump right into this episode here, which is full of culture. And before we do that, and talk about the topic of what we're leaving in 2023, we're going to have our popping grapes experience. If this is your first time here, that's just simply what we call our wine introduction of our wines that we're going to have for this episode while we talk about this wonderful topic of leaving 2023, some of that's baggage. And then at the end, we give you a real loud cheers to that wine review. So, wind it back to the popping grapes experience. Sissy, let us know what you are drinking on for this wonderful topic.
So y'all know it is our Red November. It's our annual. We end out November in red. This is a Roscato, a sweet red, Rosso Dolce in Italy, in Italian. From Italy, because all of my wines this month have been Italian. There's some stuff on the back, but we'll get to it. Interesting. I expected the back of this to be in Italian and English. It's in English and Spanish. Yep. So that happened.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what to expect. I will say off break that it is 7% ABV, which is to be expected because it's a sweet. It's not, it's on the sweeter side. So that's just fine. I do not need I don't need to be right and tipsy and all that stuff right now. So I'm good with the little 7%.
Okay. Well, I have imagery. This bottle was gifted to me. And because my mommy duties have picked up tremendously with now having 2 student athletes whose seasons both start right one behind the other, this just came in handy. Thank you for giving this to me. And I've never had this. It's the Cabernet Sauvignon. This is 2020. So I'm going to try this itty bitty bottle here. It's 13.5 alcohol by volume. And it is a California wine. So, and the rest of us on the back is the warning. Don't drink while pregnant. Don't drink and drive.
Surgeon General warning that's on.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well. Yep. Okay.
So no description whatsoever. So we're going in this blindfolded. But for all of you who know, I'm on my fitness journey outside of our episode a couple weeks ago when I was with the husband for a while with the guys. I didn't want he asked me to have a glass with him, so I had a glass. But I am on my fitness journey, so I will be tasting all of the wines along with that one at our wine out on the 18th. I know this will air here on YouTube after that. However, we went live, so just go back to the previous week and watch it. I'm sure we're in for a good time. So that's all I got. So let's talk. Okay, we gonna keep this short and simple. We're gonna get y'all 3 things, just 3. We're gonna try to kiss this thing KIS, not kiss, but KIS. This thing simple, just 3. So see, let's do the 3 things we're gonna leave in 2023. And y'all can let us know y'all's too down below in the comments.
So my first thing that comes to mind, this is in no particular order either. Use this as you need to in your life.
Period.
One thing I want us to leave in 2023 is
turn that TV down.
The one thing I want us to leave is pointless and toxic conversation. In that the back and forth with people, it's really not all worth it. It's not. And this is beyond social media. A lot of this can go into that too. But I see so much on social media or just hearing in the world, like everybody's so angry. Like have conversations that are meaningful. All of the generalizations that people do on podcasts, and I know that y'all are, oh, y'all a podcast. We are a podcast. But we have been very conscious since the beginning of some women, some men, a lot of men, ratchet women, deadbeat moms. We are very specific of the classification type and group we are talking about. We are not just lumping everybody in to say men, women, Black people, white people, poor people, because we acknowledge there are so many exceptions and subs to that, right? Like even if I say ratchet chick, there's still an asterisk by that. But let's talk about a specific group. Like there are subgroups in these things. And when I say get rid of toxic conversations, the generalizations is one big one. The topics that really are not going to serve your life in any way, shape, or form. I'm not saying that you can't use a celebrity example to learn a lesson for your life to apply. You know, if it looks familiar, if it looks similar, to do that, but just following celebrities or following anybody just to feed on their negativity or contribute to their negativity. I just want us to stop all of the toxic and negativity conversations and all of that in 2023. I just want us to leave that here. Just leave it here, move forward, and be better.
Right. Okay. Look, I'm with it. I'm here for that. Okay. Yes, no particular order, but I will say just as like a caveat to that, or maybe an add-on to that would be, let's leave the idea. Let's leave not thinking for ourselves in 2023.
Amen.
Meaning jumping on the bandwagons with your thoughts on subjects or with your thoughts on things. Let's not, like she said, just listen to a podcast and go, they're right. Let's rewind it back and let's think for ourselves. Like I want I want to challenge you to challenge that thought, to challenge that person. Like let's leave not thinking for ourselves in 2023. Like formulate your own thoughts, formulate your own opinions. So what if it's unpopular? So what if it's uncommon? So what if it's weird? Or what, abnormal. Okay, everybody has those thoughts. We're not the same. Like let's bring back thinking for ourselves and leave jumping on the bandwagon in 2023. That's my first one. Like, yeah. that's kind of plain and simple. Like, Okay, Sissy, go ahead. I really got nothing else on that. Like
mine is actually related to that. So I guess we piggyback.
We building on this. You know what I'm saying?
Building block. We're gonna be Bob the Builder for a second. Mine is in that same vein. Get your own information. Ooh. If you're going to think for yourself, as you should, and I had to figure out another way to say this because that was going to be the way I was going to say it, but it's a little different. Get your own information. Don't take everything at face value. That's what it is. Don't take everything at face value. Get your own information. We give y'all definition. When we are talking about specific words, terms, we are good to stop and give you the definition so that everybody is on one accord with what we are talking about. Whether we are talking about regret, whether we are talking about strive. I can't even think of all the definitions that we have given y'all this year.
Trauma.
Disappointment. Resentment.
Yes.
All of it. We have given definitions because if we are going to talk about a subject, and if it's about a specific topic like that, then we need to talk about the definition, especially since so many words have so many definitions, right? Like, listen, the definition for regret, there are a couple. And I bring that up because it was just so eye-opening when the guy's response to that word. But when we talk about trauma, what does that really mean? When we have done this from the beginning of this podcast, is if it is really that deep and we need to talk about the word, then we will define the word and how we are using it. To that also goes, as we did with our Black women and breast cancer episode, we will, if it's necessary, give y'all stats. Recent one. And this is why I say get your own research and don't take everything at face value, because stop parroting what you hear. Because so many people are saying, 50% of women do this, 70% of women do this. Cite your source. Where? And even if that's a source that may have been true at one time, is it still relevant? Or is that a source from like 1995? Is that a source from 2022? Or is that a source from 2012? Because 2012, 2022, 10 years is a big difference.
Look, before the pandemic, stats was way different than they are now. Just to keep it that recent. Like, just give me a stat after the pandemic. Don't give me nothing before. Give me after.
Culturally, a lot of things changed during the pandemic.
Yes.
So again, it was definitely a shift. So you quoting stuff from before then. And please understand that most of these major stats and the big ones that keep coming up. Who's happiest in marriage? Who's happiest? Married women, single women, married men, single men. They have these studies. They're recent. The population of the world is updated every year. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly why I say that. I'm tired of men talking about, it's like 4 women to every man. I literally saw somebody say it's 7 times more women than men. Men, we have our pick because it's so many more women than men. Let me tell you that globally, the population is actually more men than women. It's more male than female. Let me say it like that. It's more male than female. And even if you start breaking down by age groups, 15 to 35, and usually it's 15 to 35 that they do. I don't know why, but that they give you children and then 15 to 35 and then another one and then there's the elderly. Even if you break those down until you get to about what's considered seniors, so like 55 plus, there are more men in the world. You don't get more women in the world until you get to what's considered elderly age because women outlive men. This is just known. This is just true on average by 6 years. So get your stat and research for yourself. As she said, think for yourself. And while you're thinking for yourself, do your own research and don't take everything somebody tells you at face value. Thank you.
Okay. My number 2 is let's leave in the entertainment. I'm going entertainment.
Okay.
In 2023, we're going to leave meaningless entertainment right there. What I mean by that is if your song sound like we're going to leave that in 2023. We're going to talk again. We're gonna give a message. No, I don't care what the message is. It could be, I'd rather you give me a message of bang, bang, shoot them up, knock them in the head, shoot up, but whole fuck the club up. Then, what? Let's leave mumble music, because it's not just rap now. Mumble music. There. In 2023. We just gonna take that whole thing. We can just erase the, I like it how it happened. Let's bring back the English language in our songs. Thank you. I'm sorry.
The mumble
that's
music.
where I'm at. Ooh. I want to hear words. I want to hear stories. I want to be able to feel something again listening to music and not go, what he said? What? Huh? Oh, okay. That's we just go get it out of here. Okay. That's my number 2. I'm sorry, y'all. That's been bugging me all year.
I see. Okay, my last one is can we leave? I'm trying to think of the best way to say this.
Girl, just say it.
I'm finding it. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it makes sense.
Come on. I'm gonna hold and help you.
Can we leave high vibration words with low vibration energy in 2023? Can we please?
Fix your vocab is what you
say. That's not even what. No. What I'm saying is, here's exactly what I'm saying. I'm so tired of, and this isn't just in 2023. This has been for a couple of years. Let's leave it here and let it die. My issue is all of these people. Oh, I'm operating in high vibrations. Oh, I'm so woke. Oh, and I mean a real word. I'm so, above it all. I'm high vibrational. Good vibes only. Miss me with your positivity. And y'all are the biggest one, low vibe, negative energy bringing in the room. So stop with this high vibrational jargon.
Your vibe.
Check your vibe.
Check your vibe.
Your vibe. Thank you. I knew you was going to. I knew this is where you.
Okay, I thought you were going the vocabulary way.
No, I wasn't going the vocabulary
way. Cool. So she's saying check your vibes.
Check your vibe. Thank you, because I can't say it. That's not my concise way of saying. But yeah, check your vibe, because y'all listen. My way of saying it is the way I said it. I'm tired of high vibrational words with low vibrational energy. So check your vibe. Check your vibe. Because self-check. Self-check. Can we bring that into 2024?
That's what it is. Self-check.
Can we self-check in 2024, please? Can we self-check? Yes, this is a new thing. Patented. I don't want to see it on anybody else unless you're giving props over here. Can we self-check? Because y'all have all these words. And can I tell you what the funniest part about it is? Y'all have all of these words to denigrate other people while trying to elevate yourself. That doesn't, no, you don't get to say, oh, you're
narcissist. No. Oh.
It's not even just giving narcissist. It's giving
low self-esteem.
It's giving so much other stuff than just narcissism. It is giving
superficial.
All of that. Surface level.
Insecure.
Okay. It's giving false sense of high, it's giving high horse, giving so much. Because, oh no, I'm a level 5 vibranial and you're only a level 2. No, you need to get high vibe. I'm sorry, if you have to live your life on that way, then no.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe.
Don't kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe. Because half the time the people y'all talking about are negative Nancy's or are low vibranials are actually trying to get to a deeper root of something. And it's uncomfortable. But something being uncomfortable is not a low vibration. Something being uncomfortable is not negative necessarily. So all of this, I'm on a positive and I'm on high. Sometimes you need to get low to understand. You so high up here, that's why you surface, baby. Surface is up here. It's so high. Sometimes you need to get in the dirt. Get your
gotta dig a little deeper.
You got to dig a lot of deeper. Get your feet grounded, baby. Get on that ground.
If you want to be somebody, you want to go somewhere,
you gotta wake up and pay.
You better wake up and pay attention.
Y'all don't know, we will cite that movie all the time. Okay. We love that movie.
All right. So my last and final, we gonna leave in 2023. And as I'm an advocate for it, but at the same time, y'all, we can leave it there. Therapy. Where I'm an advocate for it, if you're going to do it, do it. But if you're not, that's fine too. But don't. I'm trying to figure out the words to say this when we hear so many people say, oh, you need to go to therapy, you need to get some help, you need to do X, Y, Z. And you hear it on podcasts all the time when you hear men say, you know, stereotyping women, or like we were talking about earlier, oh, well, women need to, or all women. Well, if that's the case, then you need to go get some help. Go get therapy. Well, wait a minute. You're abusing therapy.
Stop weaponizing therapy is what.
Yes, that's what it is. I'm about to say, let's not weaponize therapy. Mm-hmm. One, it's a really helpful thing if you're going to do it. If you're going to do it, do it. Make the suggestion, because we're not going to stop making the suggestion, but stop using that as a dagger. Oh, you need help. Well, I'm pretty sure you do too.
That's because they are high vibrational.
Like, stop. Therapy. Like, let's
stop weaponizing it and trying to silence people through therapy, especially it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is something that I'm like, and I think therapy is great. I also think therapy is not something that you have to do all the time for the rest. Like, when you go to therapy, you don't have to do it for the rest of your life. Like,
it's a tool.
It's an option. Mm-hmm. However, at some point with you growing, there should come a point where you're able to take those tools, at least at a certain point of your life or a certain point of time, where you can take those same tools and apply them in other areas. and grow.
Yes.
Therapy is not for you to remain stagnant. Like we were just talking about, dig a little deeper. That's a part of going to therapy. It does help you dig deeper and reveal some things. But when it's revealed to you, it's for you to grow and move forward, not for you to stay right there. And that is weaponizing therapy too. Oh, well, I'm in therapy. Okay. But what are you doing with it? What are you doing with the information? So in both ways, let's stop weaponizing therapy. If you're doing it, hopefully you're doing it right. That it's not a lifetime thing, like, oh, all the time. Maybe hopefully you do it where you okay, I have enough for now, and maybe you go back in 2 years, or maybe you do a different type of therapy to help you discover something else. But let's not weaponize it, and let's not make it a crutch. Take it for what it is, use it for what it is, and grow from it. And that's my number 3. We're gonna leave weaponizing therapy in 2023.
All right, y'all. So what we saying is, don't weaponize therapy.
Period.
Check yourself. Check your vibe. Check your vibe. Self-check and check your vibe. I'm trying to remember.
No mumble rap. Well, leave the mumble.
Mumble music. Leave the mumbles.
Let's talk. Bring back the English language in our songs.
I'm trying to remember what mine was. The first one.
Dang. Your second one, you mean?
No, my third that the one I thought of it. I should have written it down.
It's okay. The first one it was something about the podcast.
Toxic conversations.
Toxic conversations.
Yeah. Avoid toxic conversations. Elevate your conversations. Elevate your minds. Elevate your mind in your conversations. He is growling and running in his.
I'm about to say, who is Roman talking to or growling at?
He's sleeping.
Oh, we fighting in his dreams.
This is a regular occurrence, y'all. That's why I can't focus on what I'm saying.
Okay, so 6 things is toxic conversations.
Avoid toxic conversations. So my 3, I think, were avoid toxic conversations, check yourself, check your vibe, and do your own research.
Research, yes.
Do your own research.
And mine was mumble rap. Stage 23. Bring back the English language. Stop weaponizing therapy. Oh crap! I just forgot my first.
Yours was one of based on my. It was like do your think for yourself.
Think for yourself. Yes. Let's bring back thinking for yourself. Yes. So think for yourself. Bring back the English language. Let's bring it back and stop weaponizing therapy. And that's what we got for 2023. Hopefully we can take these things and make some positive steps forward in 2024. We have some things planned next year. Hopefully we'll have some, cross fingers, we'll have some guests on here to give us some more valuable information. Y'all know we like to give you all valuable topics, valuable conversation, and of course more fun. So be sure to stay tuned for so much more to come, you all. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time in 2023, we are going to say cheers to that. So, Sissy, let us know what your wine review is for your
Roscato. This is the Roscato Sweet Red. It's Italia Roscato. It's their sweet red. It's by Trevenezia. It says Northern Italy provides a spectacular backdrop for Roscato, a violet-hued red with aromatic notes of cherry, blackberry, and red raspberry. A touch of sweetness underlies the appeal of this charming wine. This fruit-forward red complements barbecue dishes, pasta in red and cream sauces, breaded cutlets, and spicier fare. Enjoy chilled. Again, this is 7% ABV. It did smell like berries, so props to me, because when I smelled it, I said, "Ooh, this is berries with like a little bit of chocolate under it." It is sweet. I did like it. This isn't the best sweet red that I've had. There are a couple others, but it is really good. I would give it a 4.25. God, y'all know I'm biased to the sweet reds. Let me first and foremost say. Second, I will say it does have some bubbles in it, which was a little unexpected. Although it's a Moscato, so I guess you should, with a Moscato Roscato, you should expect that. It's just red Moscato, but if you will, in that texture. The violet red was very pretty. It does have a fruit forward smell and a fruit forward taste, but not super heavy. It's a berry, like a cherry and I guess blackberry-ish taste to me. Versus like your strawberries and that type of thing. It's heavier. It's like a probably like light to medium bodied, mild acidity. I think for me, my throat is a little dry, but not as much as I've had reds before. So yeah, 4.25. I would definitely recommend this. I think this would be a good holiday wine. Like if you want to do a Christmas theme and you want like a red wine, that's fun. This will be a good one to do. So if y'all have Christmas coming up, if you want to do Thanksgiving, to me, Thanksgiving is more a dinner. We clearly don't know what her Cabernet Sauvignon tastes like, but that tends to be more dinnery. But if you're looking like a Christmas party, something in the office, and you don't want people to get wasted, toasted too much because it's only 7%, then this would be a good one. I would definitely recommend it.
Okay. Well, that's good to know, especially with the holidays coming up. Might have to grab a bottle, especially with the family, because they are more of our sweeter wine consumers. So that's good to know. I'd probably look for that one for people to try. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot give you a wine review because I did not open it and tell the wine out, and that's when you'll get it. So if you want to hear my wine review, be sure to join us on the November 18th right here on YouTube. Well, it would have passed now, but go back and watch it. Right here on YouTube or live at a little something, the number 2. Find about, that's ALS, the number 2, WA on IG. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and remember, as always,
there's nothing wrong with a little one.
Or a lot. Okay, y'all. Toodles. See y'all next year.
Woo! Yeah.